happy
So
you got
that's
this
what
far.
I'm gonna say. This is my dream. He was like, "Why did you get in real estate?" But that is why I got in real estate.
Exactly. So, I'm really excited that we're here. I really
I
am. And I
am
think,
too.
yes, and I believe that we're going to share a lot of information that's going to help people in choosing a real estate investor. As a Georgia marketing director, and also having my own business as a business coach, I work with a lot of women. And when I met you, your energy, your excitement, and just the connection, I was very, very excited about it. So tell people your name and what it is that made you say that you want to get involved in real estate.
Well, I'm Angel Coleman, and real estate is my dream. It's a passion of mine that I've had for a long time. I felt like that it was the best thing for me and my family as well. I've always had a drive about myself, so I felt like I could use that drive and energy to make things better for my family. Mm-hmm. So I decided to get in real estate.
And when I met you, I said, wow, we have more in common, because when I got into real estate years ago, it was because I wanted a better life for my family also, and I chose real estate as the vehicle. You could have chose anything. What made you say, I want to do real estate in Atlanta, Georgia?
Woo, Atlanta got a lot. It's the prime real estate market, as far as I'm concerned. My father does real estate investing in Wichita, Kansas.
Wow.
So I've seen him do well at it. I mean, he works full time, but he does well with his real estate endeavors. And I felt like I like to see how he worked with real estate. Mm. And that made me, that's where my drive actually came from. So
way to go. So it's kind of inherent.
Yeah.
Yes, way to go, way to go. And now that you are in real estate, how long have you been as an agent? How long have you been doing that?
I've been an agent for 7 years.
Wow.
I've been with Georgia for 3 months now because I wanted to target more investors. I felt like that investors need somebody like me.
Exactly.
I really like to get a job done about my business. Mm-hmm. So I figured that would be the best way to get involved with more real estate.
And I saw one thing too, Angel. I saw that you do invest in your education. We actually met at a one-day conference at Georgia, and I said, okay, that's good to see that you do want to learn more so you can share more. I always say, the more you learn, the more you can earn. So I was happy to see you at the one-day real estate intensive at Georgia the other day. When you deal with real estate investors, do you have a system, or have you dealt with any real estate investors?
Actually, I have. Oh, and some deals are easier than others. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you a little bit about a deal that I recently did, and it was with Fannie Mae. Mm-hmm. My client and I, the deal was going smooth when it came to the agent side. Me and the seller's agent got pretty cool because it was kind of frustrating actually. The bank dropped the ball. The lender dropped the ball, and like several times. I don't know if he was a new loan officer or what the case may have been, but my client ended up losing his earnest money on that deal due to the bank. So, but he knew it didn't have anything to do with me or the listing agent, so he went ahead and tried to bid on the deal again. And you know how the bids is with Fannie Mae, multiple offers. It was just crazy. So I had talked with the listing agent, and I'm like, hey, you're going to have to talk to the seller because we're too far into this deal to let it go belly up. I mean, we've come too far. His loan has finally came through, and it's time, and he don't need to lose his earnest money again. He needs this deal. He really wants it. So the seller's agent, talked to Fannie Mae or whatever, and they accepted his offer.
Way to go. And see, this is what I'm talking about, your persistence and your passion. So, have you closed that deal? Are you going to close
Actually,
the
we
deal?
did close. Finally, we had to get the first deal that did not close. It actually terminated. So we had 3 extensions from the lender dropping the ball. We finally, after they accepted our second offer that we put in, we closed within 40 days. They almost dropped the ball again, but me, the closing attorney, I kind of stepped in. He gave me the opportunity to step in and talk to the loan officer, gave me permission. I was kind of assertive, a little assertive. So I made it happen, I made everything come together. We actually were not going to make it to that closing.
Wow.
But what happened was that day my client, I had emailed the agent, like, you're going to have to get us an extension. I know tomorrow we can get everything squared away with the loan officer. And my client called me that afternoon and was like, Angel, they just called me and it's time for me to go to closing. I'm so excited. I really wanted that property. So we ended up closing last Tuesday on that property.
See, and that says a lot about you, Angel, because one thing I remember as a real estate broker and now a full-time investor is I did the same thing when I worked with my clients. I stuck it out. I was there with them until they closed. Some people would have said, you know what, we lost this deal, I'm not going to bother, let's move on to the next. But you're showing that you are really focusing on helping your investor.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, way to go. How long have you been a real estate agent or in the real estate industry?
I've been an agent for 7 years now. I feel like a lot of people have lost the customer service part that goes along with being a realtor. It's not always about the money because relationships are being built and the money is just the reward to the relationship. I feel like that will take you a long way with your career and it'll help you get better deals. I mean, the more rapport you have with others, the better deals you can come across. Especially dealing with investors. They're always looking for a good deal.